Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. So today's reading is an energy check-in. Okay, so we're going to check in with your energy, see what's happening with you guys. So for group one, you have the card Gaia, and it says the Earth and Nature Goddess. Group two, you have Iris. It says the Messenger and the Connection Goddess. And group three, you have Hestia, the Earth and Home Goddess. So, my loves, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, don't force anything. If you feel like this is not your, if the pile that you choose is not your pile, choose another pile. And I do have a playlist with energy check-in, so if you want to just go have a nosy over there, you can. And I'll see you at your groups. Hey group one, so if you chose Gaia, the Earth and Nature Goddess, this is actually really crazy because I was shuffling all your cards for each pile, and obviously you can't see the oracle cards, and then obviously I was getting the main card for the actual selection for you guys, and you have a card in here, an oracle card about your root chakra, and that's all about grounding, okay, that kind of thing. So if we read this, so your card actually says here, connect deeply with the earth and honor the sacredness of all life. Find grounding and stability in your connection with nature. Embrace your role as a guardian of the earth and foster a sense of harmony. And this is what I'm saying about being a bit crazy, because I love how Spirit will literally, I've said it before, give you guys cards and it's like the same thing, but obviously in a different, they're different cards, and it's explaining the same thing. You know what I mean? When I'll turn over the cards, I didn't pick them. It's literally what flew out for you guys. So we'll get to the grounding bit in a minute because I haven't turned the cards over yet. You have to excuse my nails because I haven't painted them. So yeah, there is something here about grounding. It's all about, maybe paying attention what's around you, because maybe you guys could literally just be focusing on one thing at the moment and you've forgotten the world around you. So let's have a look. I want to put that one there. Now let's turn them all over and then we'll go from there, and then I will get tarot cards as well. So you have lunar energy. You have a message is trying to reach you. And this is what I saw. So first chakra, Archangel Michael, which is your root chakra. So we'll get to that in a minute as well. Then you've got bad timing. And calm your mind. Let's put that there. Hopefully it's in shot. Let's just put that there like that. Then you've got form new habits. And then you have scales and turkey. So let's start with the lunar energy here, okay? And I will read from the card as well, and then we'll go into it from there. So it says, you are stepping into a gentle yet powerful energy of the moon. As you embrace this lunar influence, connect deeply with your intuition. The moon cycles remind us of the importance of reflection and renewal. Take time to process and accept your emotions, knowing they are a source of strength and insight. Embrace the divine feminine energy and pay attention to your dreams as they hold the valuable messages. Just as the moon lights up the night sky, let your intuition guide you through the dark times. So your energy, my loves, is you are feeling very, very unstable at the moment. And it could be to do with maybe something internally is going on with you. It literally could be maybe something has happened in your life where it's thrown you for a loop, basically, and it's made you feel very unstable. So there is something here about your dreams, and Spirit is trying to connect to you via dreams, because maybe that's when your subconscious is like, it's chilled, you're not thinking about everyday things, you're not feeling tense. So get yourself a diary and write down your dreams, and you can look at it up online. I really should write down the book. I've had a book for over 20 years. It's a dream book, and I've recommended this to so many people, and everybody that in my family or like friends and stuff own this book, and it's not cheap anymore because I think it's because it's so old. If any of you are interested in that dream book, drop a comment down below and just say to me, you know, obviously say I'm interested in that dream book, and I'll put the title and the author in the comments, okay? Because this book, there's so many dream books out there. I've never found a dream book that is as freaky as this. It's more of, dream books nowadays will give you what's going on subconsciously, or no, it's mainly about us. This is totally different. This literally tells you what's going to happen in the future. And I'm telling you now, group one, every time I've looked up a dream, it's actually happened. So, for instance, years ago, I'm going to give you an example. I kept having a repeated dream, and I'm quite good at remembering my dreams. And in the book, it actually said that my partner was doing the dirty on me, but not in them words. And it kept happening, and I didn't really listen to the book because, you know, yeah, and it turned out to be true. So that's an example. So if you're interested, let me know, because there's something very important here that Spirit is trying to reach you. Because if you look at the next card, you have a message is trying to reach you. It says, be vigilant. The spirit world wishes to find and touch you. That sounds a bit weird. Sorry, guys, I shouldn't be. We've got to have a laugh. Hopefully not in a creepy sense. But anyway, so what is this message that is trying to reach group one? So, So don't forget, because what I'm going to do is I want to clarify this, because I feel like these two are very important in your reading right now. So let's continue with that. So hopefully I don't forget, because my brain's like brain farts half the time. So here we go. First chakra, Archangel Michael. You have Gaia as well, about grounding and, you know, connect to earth and this, that, the other. So I feel like maybe this is the archangel that is actually trying to connect to you in your dreams, is by trying to bring you messages about what needs to be worked on, okay? We all need to find a balance with our chakras here. So it's all about grounding, stability, connection to the physical world as well, because maybe you guys are just more living in your head, you know, maybe you're missing the signs. And it also causes anxiety and insecurity within us, and, you know, and that's obviously not helping you guys. So work on your root chakra, okay? You know, just listen to some singing bowls. Type in YouTube, root chakra, singing bowls, and just listen to it while you're chilling. So now you've got a card that says bad timing. Everything will come to you at the right time. Be patient, your time will come. So this could be why you're feeling unstable. There's something here that you may have been waiting for, and it's not the right time. You know, we'll have a look at that as well. Oh, hang on. Got burp. So these are the magic of letting go of something. So your energy here is calm your mind again, because you've got you're racing, your thoughts are racing all the time. And it says practice mindfulness and meditation to find clarity, clear negative thoughts. And that's what I was just saying. I feel like you guys, you don't have to meditate on everything here, because if our root chakra's out of sync, it can actually, you know, cause us to feel out of sync as well. So Spirit's asking you, calm your mind at the moment, stop these racing thoughts and just relax, okay? Form new habits, embrace practices that nourish and uplift you, prioritize wellness. So she's pouring a bottle of juice down the sink here. I'm just saying juice. So are we turning to vices, negative vices, to actually block out the pain of what we're going through, you know, so we don't have to feel it? So this is what Spirit's asking you to do, is form new habits here. You know, instead of turning to, say, a glass of wine or that cigarette or whatever, you know, find something that is going to take your mind off of things, but in a healthier way. And then you have scales. Keep your life in balance. Yeah, you guys, I'm feeling a very ungrounded energy here, and we need to go into the tarot to find out what that is, because the turkey says someone is behaving stupidly. So is it you, or is it someone around you that's causing you to feel imbalanced? You know? So let's get, I do have my dog in here, so if you hear slight snorting noises, that's her. She decided to join the party today. Yeah, let's use these. I don't usually use these because I don't really like tarot cards with writing on them, but oh, I don't know, I was drawn to these. So Spirit, tell me for group 1, energy checking, what is this message that is trying to reach group 1? What is the message that is trying to reach group 1? Six of Swords, that everything is going to be okay. Yes, there you go. You've managed to overcome so many things in your life. And maybe you guys, group 1, may feel like, you know, I can't really take any more, because maybe this has been your life, you know, you have a quiet moment for 5 minutes and then something else, like bam, something else comes out of nowhere. So you've managed to overcome so much, and Spirit is saying expect changes for the better soon. So this might be why you need to relax, clear your mind, go with the flow at the moment as well. And something about bad timing as well. I mean, that card says tranquility, overcoming hardships, conflicts resolved, becoming stable, and restoration of peace. So yeah, that is the Six of Swords. You're going to be going into a new chapter here. So there you go. That's all Spirit is trying to be, you know, trying to tell you through your dreams, is just trust us. I don't know, just heard trust us, that we're there with you, we are helping you. And I feel like you've got Archangel Michael, which is a very, very powerful angel as well, that is helping you along the way. Let's find out about this bad timing. What is this bad timing? Chariot in reverse. This is crazy. Chariot in reverse means there is, like, obviously it's reverse, so it says blocked obstacles. I don't want to read from the card. I don't know why I use these cards, but anyway. So Chariot in reverse means that we are stuck in a situation. We're not able to move forward, okay? Because we're sort of either lost and we don't know which direction to take, okay? There's also an energy here as well of that lack of control when the Chariot is in reverse. So what is that lack of control? It could literally be this, what I mentioned about forming new habits down here, group 1. You know, maybe that's getting out of control, and Spirit is trying to tell you, don't let this get out of control. You know, when we're in a really, really shitty place, we tend to, you know, look for other things to try and distract us, but it can end up, like I said, on a slippery slope, instead of actually sitting down and clearing our mind and, you know, seeing what's the next move. You know, you may have actually had plans and they failed. So the card actually says blocked obstacles, lack of direction, coercion, forcefulness, powerless, and facing opposition. So maybe you do feel powerless. Maybe there is someone in your life that makes you feel powerless. Maybe you feel powerless because everything is out of control at the moment. And, you know, maybe you guys have got control issues, not in a bad sense, meaning that you like organisation and that kind of thing. You like to know, you know, when your next paycheck is coming in, that kind of thing. So is it something to do with this? Let's have a look. Clarify Turkey. Oh, so we've got the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse. You're dealing with someone who is basically arrogant, unpredictable, holds a grudge, nasty, jealous. That is the Knight of Wands. And then the Five of Wands, it's in reverse. So you're dealing with someone like this, but when the Five of Wands comes out in reverse, it talks about finding common ground with that person, finding, you know, peace with that person, or just ending that conflict. So you do have someone in your life that makes you feel like this, that acts like this as well, and maybe it is getting out of control and you don't know how to handle it, but Spirit is telling you that things will get better. But let me get a set of cards. What is going on here? Clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse. What is going on here with this turkey? I mean, it could be your energy. It literally could be your energy where you're going through a very reckless stage because you don't know, you know. Sometimes that can happen. People go off the rails because everything is getting out of control. You've got Strength. So we do have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. We have Cancer. We have Strength, and we have the Three of Cups. Oh my goodness, you've now got the Five of Wands upright. You've had an argument with somebody here, and I mean, I'm looking at this as well, Group 1. Is it someone is maybe overindulging too much and they're acting stupidly and you're very worried about them? This could be a friend, this could be your partner as well. There's something here to do with maybe you feel like you've been ganged up on by a group of friends here, and it's like you've had this argument with a friend or a group of friends, and it looks like ego may have got in the way here, okay? And there maybe this is why you're upset, Group 1, because you've had this falling out with someone, and maybe, you know, you guys haven't found common ground yet with that person or these people, and you haven't sorted out the argument, and it's really upset you here. But Spirit is saying it's bad timing at the moment. Bad timing meaning, you know, maybe give them time to come to you and apologize or whatever. There is definitely something here that happened between you and other people that has caused a falling out, and it sent you through a little bit of a tizzy here, or it could be, okay, here we go again. It could be that you guys may have been out having a good time, drinking too much, and alcohol got in the way and words were said, you know, like alcohol gives you loose lips. And that could be why Spirit is saying form new habits as well. Clarify this Five of Wands with this Three of Cups. I mean, it could be with a partner, but I don't see it. It was with a Queen of, it's in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse. So and then you've got Queen of Wands as well. Because the Queen of Cups in reverse is very, very childish, very emotionally immature. I mean, Group 1, you can look at this like, so if you've come to the reading thinking about this friendship or what have you, are we going to sort it out? It's been a while that we've not spoken to each other and it's really stressing you out here. Yes, you will find common ground with this person, but what I'm feeling like, what I'm seeing here is don't expect this person to change. You know, don't expect them to finally wake up and be, you know, like a different person. It's either you accept this person for who they are, or you know, you cut them off. That's up to you, basically. But you are dealing with someone that can be very, very immature at times, and it's like you can't talk to this person, because Spirit is saying here with this card as well, keep your life in balance. There is your life is very up and down, and it could literally be because of this Queen of Cups. So we could be looking at a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here. Clarify Queen of Cups in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse. So look at that. You know, it's time. So we had the Queen of Wands. I should have taken that. We've got the Devil as well. You're dealing with someone here. This could be your parent. This could be your partner. I don't see relationship vibes here. I see this as someone very close to you. and they play on your weakness here, group one. And I feel like you've overlooked a lot of things when it comes to this energy. It could be a partner. It's up to you. Take what's yours, okay? But don't try and force certain things that don't fit. So where I'm going with this is this Queen of Cups with the Queen of Wands that I saw. There is a jealousy dynamic here, okay? There is an imbalance in this connection here, this friendship, or even parentship or whatever. So you've got someone that is very, very envious of how you look, group one. You know, your looks, you draw attention, you're very confident, you know, that kind of thing. And because this person is lacking, they resent you. So I feel like what happens is maybe when you guys go out drinking, this person starts having digs at you and starts getting very nasty and very petty, that kind of thing. And then maybe there was just one night here where you snapped. So you have a choice here. You can rise above this hater and let it go, or you can go back in, I don't know, you can go back into this friendship here, because I do see a reconciliation here with this person. But you may need to lay down ground rules, you know, like boundaries here. You've got a serious hater in your life, group one, and it brings you down and it makes you feel so shit about yourself. And I've had friends like that. They are not healthy friends. You've got a devil energy here, so it could literally be codependency with this person. It could be that you're overindulging. There we go again. It could be that you're developing bad habits, you know, addictions. This could be a bad habit that you have with this person, you know, like an attachment. And it's time to now rise above this. It's time to pull yourself away from this person. I don't know, there's something here though. I need more information about that bad timing. Give me a really clear message about that bad timing. I mean, maybe you live with this person, you know, flat share. Like I said, it could be your parent and you've been desperately wanting to get out. That's come through as well. Ace of Wands is a new beginning. Clarify the Ace of Wands with the bad timing. Oh, alright, calm down. Yeah, something has been taking a long, long time here. And you always feel like you're up against the world, you know, you feel like you're being attacked all the time. And, you know, because the Ace of Wands could talk about a new job or, you know, traveling or moving if that's what you want. Aces are always about new beginnings, but Knights are very, very slow energy. It's the slowest energy in the deck. And everything has just been so slow to happen for you. And Spirit, I feel like, is asking you to keep your eye on the prize. It's just not the right timing right now. So what's happening here, I feel like because things are not going your way, there is an imbalance in your life here, and it's becoming maybe unhealthy. Hence why you've got this card here, keep your life in balance. Be patient. Things will happen in good timing, I suppose. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's get some advice. What advice would you give group one? Six of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify Six of Pentacles. You've got the Eight of Pentacles. And you've got the Page of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles here. This is you know, these are our, you know, what's important to us, like the earthly matters, you know, like our home, jobs, all that crap. Sorry. That's just a figure of speech, guys. It's not actually a really bad word here in the UK. If some of you are not from the UK, if you are, you guys know what I'm on about when we say crap. It's a nice word. It's like all that jazz, if you know what I mean, but instead in a different term. Oh, I suppose it is it can be a bit rubbish. But anyway, so stop laughing. See, this is the problem. I actually want to give you guys a hug. I really, really do, because you're putting in so much work, so much energy, so much effort into something here. You know, I feel like it's your job. I feel like it's work. And you're not getting any rewards. You're not getting anything back. But that's what, you know, that could be how you're feeling. Is this that you guys have been looking for a new job? Because the Ace can talk about a new job. And some of you may actually have already started looking, and you may have been rejected multiple times. And this has sort of caused a big setback because you want to get things moving. You know, maybe you want to get out under someone that you're living with. You know, maybe you want your independence. You know, that kind of thing. And it's like, I feel like you guys are suffocating in a job here, like I said, where you're putting in so much effort, you're not getting any rewards back. There's been no promotion, no pay rise, no nothing here. And it's like, what am I working for? But the Page of Pentacles does talk about a new job, you know? So what are we doing here? So is it that you guys are looking for a new job and you've been rejected, or is it that you've been thinking about applying for a different job because you're fed up where you are? So it's like Spirit saying, there is nothing here holding you back, really. If you feel like you want to apply for a new job, go for it, because it is very, very positive. I suppose what Spirit is trying to say as well here is, why are you staying in a position here where they do not take you seriously, or they don't value you, and you're not getting anything back from these people? Oh my God, I can't believe my dog just farted. There you go. I suppose that's, you know, oh goodness. We could take that as, you know, blowing a raspberry at your boss and maybe sticking the middle finger up at them. It's nice when you do walk out on a job when you've had such a hard time with that person. But this is what Spirit's saying. What are you hanging on to here? Tell me more about this, please, Spirit. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you just keep getting hurt. You're fed up, you know. Maybe people in the job is overstepping so many boundaries here with you as well. But what we're seeing here with this Eight of Pentacles, it literally could be Spirit saying that this is a test right now, and I hate these tests. This is a test. It's not a test from Spirit, but it's testing your courage, basically, you know, that inner strength. And I've already told you, you are very, very strong people, but maybe you're at that point in your life, you're like, you know what, I've had enough of the universe throwing crap at me. You know, when am I going to get given a, you know, a little bit of respite, if you know what I mean? So you're just being emotionally injured at this job that you're in. There's so much going on with you, Group 1. Like I mean, it could literally be, the disagreement could literally be with a boss. So we could be looking at the Queen of Cups as someone in your work environment who is so petty and so jealous of you, who's very immature as well, that gives you a hard time. And there may have been a blowout with you guys at work, and it's made you feel very unsettled. You know, maybe you feel like you're going to lose your job. And it's like Spirit saying, would that be, well, yeah, it would be bad. We're not encouraging people to just get up and walk out. Always recommend you find a job first. But if it's making you miserable, Group 1, now is a time to take action and find that inner strength that we all have. It is there. We've just got to dig deep, work on our root chakra here, and you'll start feeling better. So before we close out the reading, bear with me. Okay, yeah, this is okay. Let's try this. I have not used this. I've only used them once. So these are a yes and no oracle. So let's, think of something here, even though I do a question at the end. While we're having a look at more of what's happening here with these cards, just think of something, maybe we'll get a yes and a no. So group 1, please, Spirit. Energy check-in for group 1. Whoa. Okay. So we have a no. Cut short, uphill battle, fighting for a cause. And this is what I do see in your reading. It's like it's like you're constantly struggling all the time, and I don't know, it's like when I see you guys on a hill basically, and it's like as soon as you get halfway up, someone grabs you and pulls you back down again, and then we're back on this like hamster wheel. I like to call it a hamster wheel. So whatever you were thinking there or whatever, there is a no here. Then we have a yes, and it says safety ahead, navigate towards security. So I'm seeing this like basically, if you guys have been thinking about leaving a position here, this could be that answer here where there is safety ahead, navigate towards, security here, because where you are is not really, it doesn't make you feel stable. The money may be good, but emotionally and mentally and that, you're not really in a really good place. Yes, beauty and growth surround you, cherish it. That's interesting. Look at this on the back of the deck. You have, even though, it didn't come out, but I want to take it because it says no. Losing part of yourself, missing pieces and gone away. And this is the thing. This is what I feel like is happening to you, group 1, that you are, you're losing that side of yourself. And maybe you guys, you have people-pleasing habits, Maybe it's not just someone at work. It could literally be friendships, people that take advantage of you, people that don't respect you. We have the boundary card here where don't be scared to put boundaries in place with people. The problem with that, once you start putting boundaries in place with people, people get very emotional. They get very upset. They don't like it. It's like having an adult tantrum. And then you see who your real friends really are. So let's get an angel number, and I love if you got Michael with this with angel number, and think of a question as well. So for group 1, please, Spirit, that was so quick. You've got Angel of Discovery, Rezel, so 5858. Rezel eliminates the path of enlightenment. Welcome revelation, seek enlightenment in every experience, and foster unwavering awareness of the universe's wonders. Revelation, enlightenment, and awareness. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So even though we go through so many different experiences in our life, it's time to actually seek enlightenment. Like, why is this happening? Why did that happen? Question it. There's nothing wrong with that. And don't forget, remember to write down your dreams. So ask your question, group 1. So group 1. Choose a new direction. There is something better out there for you. Make a conscious choice to step into your true path. It's very funny. I wonder if you ask the same question again, to test the waters, group 1. And because if you look here as well, it's a no as well. It says cut short, uphill battle, fighting for a lost cause. So maybe some of you asked the same question. So my loves, thank you so much for staying and watching. I do really, really appreciate you guys. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It really does help the channel, my loves. So anyway, wherever you are, you have a beautiful day. Much love. Hey, group 2. So if you chose Iris, the card says the messenger and the connection goddess. So it says, oh, I gotta get my breath back. Bridge connections between realms and find hope in transitions. Embrace the colours of the rainbow and honour diversity of life. Receive and deliver messages with grace and clarity. Oh, I can't. Oh, sorry, guys, I ran up the stairs. Get my breath back. I do have my dog in here as well. She will make noise, and hopefully she doesn't fart like she did in group 1. Okay, that was a really loud fart. But anyway, have a connection here. You're a messenger. So this could literally be maybe what you do for a career, like obviously what I do. Some of you may not, but you may have a gift where you do receive messages from spirit, and it's what you do with that. It may even be, you know, maybe you guys are creative and you receive ideas through your dreams as well, and maybe that's how you deliver a message. I'm seeing some of you guys paint. I don't know why I'm seeing these beautiful paintings, you know, like you get this inspiration from somewhere. But I feel like group 2, you do it with grace, but there may be something here that may be a bit unbalanced. Let's have a look, because I've already got your cards. Let's lay them out and then we'll get tarot after. So you've got glitz, glutton. Okay. Have the courage to be free. Awakening. Give up control. All tied up. Firecracker. Peacock. See, there's that pride again. Okay, let's read your, because this card's never come out before. Glitz, glutton, okay? So it says, bring it forward. To the person who solely chases wealth and luxury, take a moment to think about what real abundance means. Sure, money and possessions are tempting, but true prosperity is about more than just material things. Ask yourself what truly makes you happy beyond the shiny surface. Genuine joy comes from meaningful relationships, love, and following your true passions. By focusing on what truly matters to your heart, you'll find a deeper, more fulfilling life. Have you got someone in your life here that's more about the money, the bag? You know, it could be you guys, because this is an energy check-in. There is something here in regards to it's like I'm hearing you've lost yourself. It's like you've lost who you truly are. It's all become about the money. It's all become about the, like I said, the bag. And maybe this is why, you know, here you have a gift here of being able to deliver messages, but it's doing it in the right way. Because, okay, I'm going to get a bit personal, and I do know that I get watched by some tarot readers as well on YouTube. So if you do what I do, there are certain people on YouTube that are tarot readers, and it has become about the money. And look, I'm not slagging anyone off, we're all in the same business or whatever, but people that I used to watch years ago, and there's only a couple that haven't done it. I love how they're still true to themselves. But people that I used to watch years ago, I don't know, they've lost themselves in the fact of it's all about gain, financial gain, if you know what I mean. It's not about delivering those messages to people. And I know we've all got to earn a living. I know we've all got to do that. But it's very sad to see that it's now... Yeah, I don't want to get too personal, but it's just sad to see. So I don't know whether this is the fact here where you guys may do this and you're taking a nosy on my channel. I doubt it, but anyway. And you've lost yourself there. Or it could literally be, you may, like I said, I saw paintings as well. And maybe you did it at like a nice, you know, a good price. Okay, something where we've got to earn a living here. And then all of a sudden it's just become about wealth, not your talent. I'm trying not to have I don't want it to come across as being, you know, horrible or me having a dig at you guys, because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to give you this message here. I don't know, I feel like you have lost yourself a little bit. You know, maybe this is a job as well that you guys are in, and it's not about your creativity. It's not about the gift that you have. It's now become about the glitz and the glamour and everything, you know. And maybe you feel a bit sad about that. So there's that side of it as well. So you've got to have the courage to be free. Know that freedom begins where desire ends. So there could be something here where you've been feeling like you feel suffocated and you want to get out, and you want to be a bit more free in maybe your creativity and your talents and that. Maybe you want to go out on your own and start something up for yourself. There is that as well. But then again, like I said, it could be someone in your life that's pushing you to, you know, earn more money. You know, like partners can be a bit greedy sometimes, certain partners, and we want to please them, but then in the process we end up losing ourselves in the, you know, in that process of trying to please that person. Okay, so we've got awakening, and it says you're getting to know who you truly are on a soul level. Take things slow as you begin to shift the way you interact with the world around you. So you guys are going through some kind of awakening here. And what happens with an awakening, you then start looking at your life. You start looking at the people around you. We start looking at what is important and what is not important. And this is what I feel like for you, group 2. Your energy right now is now looking at, this is not what's important to me anymore. You know, this is what's important to me about delivering these messages, you know, a connection with Earth, you know, like Mother Gaia and that kind of thing. So you are going through some kind of awakening, or you will be soon. And then we've got give up control, surrender to the natural flow of life and have faith, allow serendipity. And this could be something as well in your energy here, group 2, where you have to have that control. You feel like you need to be in control. But sometimes trying to control everything can actually make us sick along the way. You know, it can make us feel really down. It can make us feel depressed because we're so worried about losing things, but we're not really just relaxing and enjoying it and just going with the flow and seeing where it takes us. So there's this here as well. Your energy, Spirit is asking you, give up that control, okay? And then you've got all tied up. And that could be what this is here, where you end up in knots, you know, like your stomach, your mind, the way you feel about yourself. It's just that you're really tense all the time, and it's time to just relax. So Firecracker, there is something here that you will be getting excited about, or you feel excited at the moment. But you've got the next card that says beware of great pride, because what comes before, you know, they say about the fall, when we get a bit too prideful. So maybe I'm going to say it like that. Don't let it go to your head, basically, whatever this is. Let's clarify some of these, because there's something here that, you know, clarify glitz and glutton for group 1. What is this glitz and glutton? 8 of Swords. Clarify glitz and gluttons with the 8 of Swords. 10 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. You're not in a very good place. No, you're not. There's something here. You're hiding the way you truly, truly feel at the moment. And I mean, that's a lot of negativity here with you guys. It's like the 8 of Swords talks of an out of control situation where you feel like you can't seem to, you know, when I said about giving up control here, and it's like you're trying to control everything here, and it's like sometimes we can't control it. We have to just let it go. Okay, so the 8 of Swords does talk about an out of control situation. It could talk about failed plans. It can literally talk about our mental health, like we feel trapped by our circumstances, by our life here. Some of you, you know, you may actually be involved with someone that is all about the glitz and the glutton and everything, that they're all about the money and there's just nothing underneath, whereas you were looking for your happy ever after here with the 10 of Cups, where you were wanting this relationship where you you know, you would start a family, you would build a life together, and it hasn't turned out that way. Idiot. That was a car, by the way, that was calling an idiot. I hate that guy. So you've got this like inner turmoil, this inner conflict here with the Five of Wands. It's just like you don't feel good about yourself. And it could literally be that maybe you're arguing with family members, maybe you're arguing with other people, you're just not seeing eye to eye with these people, and there's conflict here, and it's like you may be trapped in a contract here with this person. It could be romantic, it could be work, it could be both, and it's just like I just feel like you guys are drowning. There's so much regret here. Why do you're regretting something? Maybe you're regretting the partner that you chose. Maybe you're regretting the life, the career choice that you made, the path that it's taking you down. There's so much remorse and regret here. But what is happening here is that you're not really looking at how you really feel. You're trying to just bury it and you know, deal with it that way by trying to ignore it. And that doesn't work, because what happens is we'll end up in the Eight of Swords where we just feel like really depressed and confused. And we'll end up with the Five of Wands where we're just like not liking ourselves much lately, if you know what I mean. What is this Five of Cups? What is this Five of Cups, Spirit? The Messenger. Yeah, it's like maybe you don't have a voice. You know, maybe you feel like you can't speak up. Maybe you know, it could literally be you've lost that belief that you know, like we all have things that we believe in, you know, because this is the Hierophant, and we lose faith. You know, we lose faith, whatever, you know what I mean. And this is what I'm seeing. This is where the regret is, because you've got the Messenger card again. And it's like you want to be able to express yourself and share your gifts, or, you know, share the magic or whatever. But it's like you can't. And this is where the regret comes in. And the conflict and the arguing and, you know, feeling not very good about ourselves. You can be free from this, is what Spirit's saying. There's that freedom card there as well. But it literally could be you're tied up in a contract here where you can't get out of it at the moment. And, you know, what is this excitement? The King of Cups in reverse. Oh. This has come out 4 times on the back of the deck. Okay. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. That's why you're excited. And now, before these even come out, I was literally going to say the excitement is that you may actually be getting away from a King of Cups in reverse. And these are clarifying it here as well, these cards on the back of the deck. So this is why you are going to feel excited, because there is going to be a way out for you here, because you know, you're dealing with a King of Cups that's not loyal, that's not, you know, faithful. Someone who is, you know, two-faced, immature, maybe cheating you or other people out of money, you know, like there's something here. So this Six of Pentacles here is, you know, it's all about equal give and take. It's all about I've literally had a brain fart. So basically, how can I explain this? So it's like you give to people, they give back to you, and this is something here that you love doing. You know, it's very equal. You don't just take. But what's happening here with this King of Cups? They're taking, and it's like it's not making you happy. So why you're going to be excited is you are going to be able to get out of this situation. If this is what you've been thinking about, you know, how can I get out of this? What can I do? How can I, you know, escape this? And it could literally be that there may be people out there that will help you with this, or it just may be that you find a balance, you know, where you're like, okay, this person's going to mess things up here and things are going to be taken away from this person, you know, where, you know, they may end up losing their home or their followers, or, you know, their income here. There is something here that they are going to lose, you know, like this is like someone who finally will receive their karma, if you want to put it that way. And you're going to feel excited, because it could literally be where maybe you gave an idea to this person took it from you, and you're seeing them thriving. And this could be where you feel that this person was greedy, you know, that may not be your energy, and it makes you really upset because there's nothing really you can do about it. So this is a good thing for you guys, because you're going to be able to walk away from this with no regrets. I mean, this may even be your partner as well, guys, because the King of Cups with the Ten of Cups, this talks about a relationship that you have with someone who's very unfaithful. They're not loyal. They're, you know, they may have cheated on you. They may have been given to other people, you know, maybe taking what's not theirs. So we do have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Clarify, beware of great pride. Beware of great pride. Why should group 2 beware of great pride? 2 of Cups. Clarify 2 of Cups. 4 of Wands. Not making any sense here, Spirit. Five of Swords. Something about being reckless. The Devil. That can be pride. That can be our ego. Oh. Clarify the 4 of Wands and the 2 of Cups with this Devil. Am I seeing what I'm seeing here, Spirit? The Emperor, the Ace of Wands. Ten of Swords. 3 of Swords. There is a... This just took a whole new level somewhere else, this did. Because what I'm seeing here is there's a romantic relationship here. So we're looking at someone who is in love. They feel like, you know, you guys may feel like you're with your soulmate here. And then the 4 of Wands talks about marriage and commitment. But we're seeing someone doing something very reckless here. And what literally could be happening here, you may be codependent on this person. I don't think you are, but there could be like a unhealthy attachment with the relationship. You know, the person that you're involved with, this person is toxic, okay? I'm just going to tell you straight. They're toxic, they're reckless, they don't think things through, they act irrationally here. And you have dealt with a betrayal, which we've already seen. You've dealt with maybe third-party situations here, and you've had your heart broken over and over and over again. And you may have had a breakup with this person. You may be on the verge of a breakup here. And it does, you know, it's like the Emperor can be very prideful, and the Emperor is about taking back control. It's someone who is in authority here. But what is the pride problem here? Who is the one that is being prideful? Is it... Oh, I hate when Spirit confuses me. Like, what are you trying to say, Spirit? Do you know what I'm seeing here, group 2? I feel like if you're engaged to be married, sometimes our ego and our pride can get in the way, even though we know we should be breaking up with that person, even we know they keep stepping out in the relationship, but because we don't want to be seen as someone, it's like we don't want to air our dirty laundry to friends and family, so we literally put on this act where everything is okay. And sometimes that can be a problem because you're not really thinking about yourself, you're thinking about the outside, you know. What are other people going to think? What are they going to think? You know, we've already paid for this wedding and it's like everything is paid. We're set to go in a couple of weeks and we're going to lose everything and, you know, blah, 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 blah. And people do go through with it, even though they've found out even the day of a wedding that their person has cheated on them. And then you find about a year later they're divorced. It does happen. There's something here in regards to a commitment, a wedding, engagement or something like that. And you know, some of you may even feel like, look, this is going to sound really bad. I'm getting really deep. So some of you may be the third party. You may feel like you've won a prize, okay? You may feel like this person is finally committing to you and we're going to swan off into the sunset, okay? But that's not the case is what I'm seeing down here. I'm seeing down here is that you're going to have your heart broken. You're going to be betrayed by this person. So if you're in a relationship with this person already, they're going to betray you again, okay? If you are the third party, they're going to do it to you as well. You can take control of this situation here, okay? This is what Spirit is saying. Nothing's out of control here. You can take back control. You can start again with the Ace of Wands. It's like Spirit is, you know, is giving you the, you know, the big shove and cheerleading and everything because you can do it. But then Ace of Wands also does talk about creating something here, you know, giving you the inspiration to create again, because sometimes we get wrapped up in personal relationships like this, you know, we forget about our talents, we forget about our gifts, we forget about what used to make us happy. Clarify the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords. So you now have the Two of Cups in reverse. So you have the Two of Cups upright. This may have been your relationship to start with and then it started turning toxic, you know. So we're clarifying the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords. You've got the Two of Cups in reverse, you've got the Nine of Cups in reverse, and you've got the Six of Cups in reverse. So it's an unhealthy attachment, what this card is saying. It's, you know, it's codependency, it's clinging to someone. It's like, so it even does say codependency on here. It's like basically you're, you know, even though the card, I don't like doing these cards because they do have it on there, but never mind, the writing on there. So anyway, it literally says seeking approval. So it's like you're seeking approval from your partner to make you feel better, okay? You're too codependent on this person. We do have the Devil card as well. And this person, whoever this is around you, doesn't, you know, the Two of Cups talks about unrequited love. It talks about disharmony. It talks about divorce, separation. I mean, some of you may literally have already split up with this person and you're not actually doing the work that you used to do for yourself, if you know what I mean. You're doing it to look for approval in third parties and other people because you may feel a bit lost. And that's not healthy as well. So even the Nine of Cups, this is gluttony. When the Nine of Cups in reverse comes out in reverse, it is gluttony, basically greed. So we've got imbalance, addiction, selfish, emptiness, overindulgent, and excess. And you literally have that card that says glitz and glutton. You know, Six of Cups could be a return of someone from your past. This may be someone you've reconnected that broke your heart. there's all this here with the Six of Cups. But then again, we could be looking at here with the Six of Cups in reverse, the Spirit telling you it's time to let go of the past and be ready to move on now. You know, literally could be, some of you may not even be with this person anymore, but what is keeping you stuck in this energy here, group 2, is the fact that you are still stuck with the past, with the Ten of Swords and this Three of Swords of someone cheating on you and betraying you, and maybe they went and got married and, you know, they settled down with someone else, and it's become very obsessive, you know, to the point of it's becoming very unhealthy. So much going on here, and I'm not going to go on too much longer because this is not a personal reading. You know, I can only sort of go by this, because if it was a personal reading, I'd be going into it a lot more detail. I'd be like looking right into it. But there is so much going on with you here, group 2, that I just feel like you are lost. You know, and this excitement here that you are experiencing, it literally could be that when I said this person could literally end up doing it to the third party and they end up walking away, and that makes you feel so much better, you know, but this is not healthy energy. It's not. What advice would you give group 2, Spirit? Oh, that was quick. The Star, you need to heal. You need to find peace with this, my loves. Look at that, Death as well. You need to heal. You need to find some kind of forgiveness. Forgive from afar. Forgive yourself as well. You need to move on, okay? Even though we know it's very painful, but it's time to let this go and do what's right for you, basically. You have a lot of fame in your future here as well, a lot of social media following here. You might already have that as well, even now, but you've just lost yourself a little bit. You know, you did come out as an Emperor. Emperor is all about control. But you've got this card here about letting go that says give up control. It's literally out of your hands. We have Libra and Aquarius as well. Yeah, it's time to find forgiveness, my loves. But even if you don't have to forgive, but there has to come a time where you need to find the balance in this situation here as well. A balance within yourself as well. Because like I said, there's so much going on with you guys. We could be here all day. So what I'm going to do, I did this with group 1. So these are questions that, so you yes or no. So think of anything that's in your head while I shuffle them, and then we can see. So it's like, even though I do a question at the end, we're still going to do that. There may be multiple things that are going on in your head at the moment. So just think of those while I shuffle this, and we'll see what happens, okay? So for group 2... let me just turn that. Think of something else, if there's anything else. Okay, let's get one more. Right, so we have, yes, rising to the challenge, floating on air, advance. So that's a yes. Then we've got a no, in the formative stage, immature, being hungry. It's interesting. And then we've got no, not able to proceed close to negotiation. So whatever it is that you guys asked for, there's no even like compromise, negotiation, nothing like that. This is like closed. And it could literally be because of this immaturity here of whatever you guys were thinking about when I was shuffling. So let's get you an angel number. Angel number for group 2 for this reading. 1010. That's new beginnings. That's like when a chapter is literally closing and it's time to move on, and you do have death. So angel of trust, Jamel. So Jamel assists you in reflecting upon your life's journey. Trust the process and gain clarity from your past. There it is. To eliminate your future, reflection, life renewal, clarity. And something here about your past. What's going on here? I just, with you guys, group 2, I just feel like you're so lost. It's like lost souls. You know, it's like you don't know who to turn to, what to do. Right, let's get you a question. So ask any question, group 2. So for group 2. In the works now. The decisions you've made have led to this moment. So my loves, thank you so much for staying and watching. I do really appreciate you all. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe because it really does help the channel. And guys, wherever you are, you have a beautiful day. Much love. Hey group 3, so if you chose Hestia, the hearth and the home goddess. So it says, create a sacred space within and around you, seek inner peace and tranquility, embrace the power of simplicity and find comfort in the warmth of your home, connect with the hearth fire of your soul. So maybe you where you're living, it doesn't feel like home. Maybe it's a bit too, you know, I don't know, maybe it's not cozy. So maybe spirits are asking you to make it home, okay? It could literally be this is what you're looking for as well in regards to maybe a relationship, like to build a home with someone. So let's have a look. So you have obstacles, time for romance has come, what you allow will continue, breakthrough, have patience, rest and rejuvenate. Oh, you've got 3 romances in the air. Oh, wow, you've got that twice. Okay. Cat. And a kangaroo. So, your obstacles, the card says, when you face obstacles, keep positive mindset. Take a moment to breathe and understand what's blocking your path. Break it down into smaller parts and brainstorm solutions. Then take action step by step, learning from each experience. Stay persistent and don't be afraid to ask for help when needed. Remember, every obstacle is a chance to become wiser. Keep pushing forward and you'll overcome anything that comes your way. So group 3, you're going through something here where you're facing a lot of obstacles, and it literally could be finding that special someone that you've been seeking, you know. And maybe you've gone up a lot of roadblocks here, because if you look, there's like a roadblock where the person's not turned out they're not turned into who you thought they were going to be, if you know what I mean. And maybe you've been alone for a long time, and maybe that's why you've not really laid down any roots in the home, because you may feel lonely. And what I'm hearing with this card here, I feel like what Spirit is trying to say here, it's like drawing positive energy into your home by making it a home. It's like, I don't know, it's like you're in limbo. I see you in limbo. Your home is not like a sacred space where you feel comfortable in it. And this is what I feel like you need to start doing, it is start adding little trinkets and things like that around the home that you find that you love. Because this may end up actually bringing in, like I said, the positive energy and drawing in this new romance, this love that you're looking for. Because you've got here, the time for romance has come. See it as an opportunity for a radiant life. So it's coming. But we then have, you've got obstacles, you've got what you allow will continue. In the middle here is this romance card. So it says here, your boundaries are currently being challenged, so you may learn the art of saying no and remember your power. So there's something here that you guys may be people pleasers. You may feel scared about saying no, and Spirit is telling you that you're going to keep going around and around and around in the same old circle here with people and relationships, because you don't lay down boundaries, you don't say no, you don't tell them I don't like that, blah, blah, blah. And it attracts those wrong sort of people here. So I do feel like that may actually coincide with what's going on down here, because you've got a two-faced friend and unsettled times need to plan ahead. So romance is in the air as well, which literally is landed underneath that one. So there is definitely romance that's in the air, but what is this problem here that you're allowing to continue? So we've got breakthrough. Don't let anything stop you from moving forward, pursue your dreams. And it literally could be this two-faced friend, someone who, and you got to watch certain friends, someone here that may literally be blocking your progress here. You know, maybe you meet this person, you may have already met them, and your friend is literally bad mouthing them. And when a friend does that, trust me, they are literally wanting that they're wanting your partner. It's not about you, it's about they see something in your partner that they want. Sometimes they actually go for it, you know, but then the person that actually, your partner, if they were to fall for that, they're not really the right person. Okay, no, they're not the right person. So yeah, I feel like that's what's going to be happening here. You guys, you may be going through that now. Spirit wants you to take a rest, you know, to feel revitalized, if you know what I mean, where we maybe we've been doing too much and we don't feel like we've got any energy. So there's something here with your energy, guys, that you need to start resting so you feel the rejuvenation here. And then you have patience. Rewards are sweeter when earned through persistence. Good things take time. So if you haven't met this person yet, keep going, have patience, because it's going to come. But there may be some obstacles here that you need to face, or you need to go through at the moment. So I want to clarify a couple of these cards. Clarify what you allow will continue. Clarify that one, please, Spirit. For group 3, the Knight of Swords. Clarify. So you have the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, and the Sun in reverse. Bear with me. There's something here. I don't know whether this person's in your life still, or these are past relationships that you tend to go, you know, go out on dates and stuff, and you tend to be attracting the same sort of energy all the time. Energies that are very, you know, forceful, very opinionated, very reckless, you know, something here. And this is what needs to change, because we can see the truth. We can see those red flags when we meet this person, but we refuse to see the truth. We refuse to see it because we have this idea of our perfect partner, but they end up disappointing us in the end. But it's because we avoided looking at the truth. So it's like what I'm seeing here for you guys, there is a mistake that you keep making when it comes to relationships. You put in a lot of effort, and your plans keep failing here when it comes. These relationships keep failing because you put more of the effort into the relationship. They feel like they don't need to put effort in, basically. This is something that seems to be getting out of control with you. Maybe you're going on too many dates, and Spirit is asking you to take a step back, stop dating people like this, relax. Maybe that's what that is about as well, because I see you making the same mistake over and over again. So you're stuck in this limbo here, and you're doing it because you're lonely. But you keep entering so many, and I'm seeing quite a lot when you go on these dates, you enter these connections that are very unstable, but it's all because we feel lonely. We're looking for something here, but we're looking in the wrong place. I hope I'm making sense, group 3. And this is what needs to change, okay? We need to stop going for people like this. Maybe you guys are attracted to bad boys, okay? Bad boys. I can't say bad girls, bad. I mean, we're going to have bad girls. We're going to have any gender, really. But you know that with that saying where a woman will be like, or man or whatever, I'm only attracted to the bad boys. But where does that get you in life? I mean, we've all been there. We just end up falling flat on our face because they're a nightmare. So that could literally, I'm seeing that here because we do have the Knight of Swords, and this is where your mindset, your energy needs to shift. You need to change this about you, about it. I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at myself. I'm just having a memory here from back in the day. So you need to be patient with yourself mainly. Don't force something here. I feel like group 3, you are someone that when you meet someone, you're all in. You're all in. Like too much. You know, you're doing too much, and that, I know it sounds really bad. We need to take a step back, and we must not do too much. We need to chill. So now, Spirit, tell me about this two-faced friend, and then we'll get to the romance. Tell me about the. Oh my goodness me. So we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Virgo, 3 of Wands. This is someone who has you in a state of not being able to move forward. So this could be a friend, it could be a family member. It's someone you have a lot of affection for. This could be someone that could be very immature at times. It could be someone that is maybe a little bit younger than you. Look at this, the World. Spirit is asking you to close this, like maybe keep this person at a distance. They could be at a distance from you, or it could literally be cut this person off. I mean, Spirit's been pretty harsh here because, like I said, this person, you may have forgiven this person quite a few times. 3 of Cups can be a friend, it can be a relative, because we do have the 4 of Wands. It's someone that's like family to you. But what this person actually does to you is it's like they're clipping your wings. You know, when those nutty people pull wings off of insects and stuff, that's what I see this person doing, because they don't want you to take flight, okay? They don't want you to leave them or have that freedom or have what it is that you're looking for. They like you stuck. They like having all your time and energy here. This could be your relationship, that, you know, maybe you are in a relationship with someone, and this person, you know, is literally what I describe is where you're making so much effort, but they're not really putting any effort in. I don't really see it, but I see this is someone close to you here that is very, very manipulative and controlling. And the World is all about, you know, like, let's wake up, let's see what the truth, let's see this for what it really is. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Clarify romances in the air. Oh, God, for group 3. The Fool. Look at that, my loves. You have marriage in your future. Look, you have a beautiful, bright future here when it comes to a relationship. There is big changes, but it's only going to come in when you're ready to move on from whoever's holding you back here, making the same mistakes here. There is marriage in your future. There is a serious commitment. It doesn't have to be marriage. It could literally be someone who, you know, like common law man and wife, or wife, that kind of thing. So this is really beautiful, but we have to let go of the old to accept the new to come in. And Spirit wants you to keep believing that you will meet your soulmate, okay? You will meet your twin flame. We do have the twin flame there, so don't give up on that hope. So what I'm going to do, like I did in group 1 and 2, I've got these question cards, and I want you to think of anything that you want to ask. Even though we're still going to get a question at the end, I want you to ask. I'm going to draw 3 cards if I can, so ask away now. Group 3. Oh, you bugger. So we've got that one. Ask again. And one more. So you have yes. So it says budding star, first blush, bursting out of the seam. So that's nice. Then you've got no, burnout, not caring, your drive dies quickly. And then you have yes, it's the icing on the cake, all this and sprinkles too. So that's interesting. I forgot about that one. Clarify unsettled times ahead for group 3. You're going to be working hard. Clarify justice in reverse. You're going to be rising above any haters here, okay? Because justice in reverse can talk about an injustice, okay? It can talk about dishonesty. It can talk about divorce as well. Conflict here as well. So basically, the Ten of Swords in reverse talks about rising above problems, rising above haters and escaping pain here. But there is something here that you're going to, unsettled times, you need to plan ahead. So Spirit is saying, this is what's coming here. There is going to be an injustice in your life. Something is going to go a bit like haywire. It could be to do with this two-faced friends. It could be to do with family or whatever. But it also could be to do with work. So there may be something at work that happens. Hopefully, I don't want to say, it's really shitty, really Spirit. Maybe I should have forgotten about it. It could literally be that you may end up being let go from a job. So hence why plan ahead, start putting money away. Maybe try and put your ear to the ground here of what's going on at work. 'Cause maybe they're going to be letting people go. And it isn't going to be fair, but you're going to be all right, guys. Honestly, you will be all right. Advice on this work situation here. And, I feel like it's personal. I feel like it's work. Six of Wands, you're going to come out on top. Look at that, Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, you're going to be fine, okay? Even though it may feel really daunting, you're going to be earning more money, I reckon, more money than what you thought you were going to receive. And you're going to come out on top. So this could literally be like a promotion, to manager or supervisor. There's something here that... Also, if you're not going to be let go, what could happen here? Whereas, a job that you're in here and you've got a lot of haters, what could happen is that you end up being promoted here and you're going to be the one that's coming out on top, and these people are going to be looking at you like, you're an a-hole, but yet you're really not, if you know what I mean. So just plan ahead, okay, guys? There is something coming here that you're going to be all right. You're going to be fine. So let's get you an angel number and then a question. Angel number for group 3. 929, Angel of Purity, Gabriel. So Gabriel, the divine messenger, heralds new beginnings. Embrace clarity and purity in your intentions, and the universe will support your ventures. Clarity, enunciation, and beginning. So yeah, you do have a new beginning here in I feel like a lot of aspects of your life, like your work, this friendship, maybe family, a new romance, cutting off the old like Klingons that you've got. So ask your question, group 3. Blimey. Perfect timing. New doors are opening now and new opportunities are coming your way. So, my loves, thank you so much for staying and watching. I do really appreciate you all. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe because it really does help the channel. And guys, wherever you are, you have a beautiful day. Much love.